So I feel like we could explore all of this area down here, but I know you guys want to go straight to the mech, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that was our mission briefing as well, so... The mech? Not long. I mean, it was mainly you. I just put some... Oh. That's cool. So I love how the character has some sort of procedural animation just as it stands, and this one has none. It's completely lifeless. You know, inhabit it. Here we go. Rock breaker. Break some rocks.
We can tilt the body around like this. We have a little torch, come on, you know, light up the area, and then we've got some guns. So let's fire the guns.
You've made them go red. That's so cool. Yeah, drop the ammo drums. Keep firing. Nice. So you just stuck a camera on him, activated it. You're out of ammo. What are you going to do? Oh, reload your game. This is why our city looks like a flaming dumpster fire.
I don't think you're
just
helping.
been going to town on it. Oh, dude.
We did get some requests. Tom had been searching through Twitter for some things for the sci-fi level, and big lasers.
Yeah, well, someone
Popular.
wanted an oversized laser roughly 5 times bigger. And I think I would say that's 5 times bigger.
Bluey.
I think it needs like some music, I think, first.
Hell yeah. So you guys have seen me do music demos before. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it takes a while. You can go and check out all the videos to see the music creation in more detail from scratch. But I'm just going to put in something that I worked on the other night. Is that okay with you, John? Okay.
That is more than okay with me, Ed.
And we are doing some music demos at the booth, so if you come up there, we'll make Ed do a music demo for you.
Where should you put the music, Ed? In the level? Oh, make it really big. That's what I do. Pro tip. If you don't want to lose it, make it big. And don't put it underground either.
We've done a lot of backseat game designing this weekend.
It's the best.
I'm very tired.
I want to point out that one part of this demo that we're going to show a bit later, I started making 3 a.m. this morning, so when we get to that, I'll point it out and I'll be like, yeah, 3 a.m. So that's why I'm a bit
And then he'll fall asleep immediately.
Yeah, as soon as this panel's over.
Hey, Captain Starseeker.
I think we should have the briefing here.
Hey, Captain Starseeker. I regret to inform you the status of our base is flaming dumpster fire. We need you to not die this time. Rockbreaker Mark III is ready to roll.
Wow, you timed that so well, Ed. So what Ed's looking at now, this is one of our timelines, and all those little coloured blocks you see on there are instruments that Ed's put on and recorded into them to make funny little sound clips. Cool. So why don't you play the level then and see what it feels like now we've got music and stuff. And you can look around at this point, Ed, you've got to look into the distance, you know, and you can see all the big skyscrapers that we put up. It really gives you that epic sense of feeling that you're really small now. So epic. Very cool, Ed. We can't wait for you guys to get your hands on this and make things like this. It's going to be awesome.
Now what?
Now what? So we've made a whole bunch of other things we can keep adding to this. I think we could do maybe some more detail in the city. Also maybe something to shoot at. So we're going to continue like using these bits down at the booth. We've been like sculpting brand new things because we didn't want to give this away. But like from like tomorrow onwards, and if you want to come and see how any of this stuff works, because I know we can't go into like too much detail of like how the mech works in its entirety in like an hour, come and speak to us. We'll show you all the bits in detail, like how it all works. We'll be happy to show you how this stuff works. It's actually not that complicated. We've just spent a lot of time sort of polishing things up and like making it neat and tidy. And that is actually one of the main things, is like presenting it like this, presenting it like working on one thing at a time, collating it, collaging it all together, and then this is the fun part. This is where you get to be a level designer and then just throw it all together, right? Like it's fun to spend an evening making like your little cargo containers here, and then sharing that with your buddies, and then going on to the next thing. Like diving between different disciplines, I find is really satisfying in Dreams. Oh, gee. Aha. So John mentioned there was some late nights finishing up of props. When did you finish this?
I started this at 3 a.m. this morning, and everything, all the what it looks like and how it moves in a second you'll see, was done just this morning.
Yeah, before we had to be at the convention center at about 9. And John had breakfast. We do feed him, so.
Incredible. Well done, John.
Yeah.
We can't do this without giving you something to shoot at. So these drones are not puppets. You sculpted these just as a sculpt, as a completely brand new object. Added some moving parts like the fans and the guns, and then the rest.
Captain Starseeker.
The rest is all logic.
I regret to inform you the status of our base is flaming dumpster fire. We need you to not die this time.
More, yeah.
Yeah, it would be good if you could actually go like close up with those and show like those really nice like rotor blades and everything, because there's so much detail in those.
So these obviously haven't had much play testing, you know, obviously. So let's.
Captain Starseeker, I regret to inform you the status of our base is flaming dumpster fire. We need you to not die this time.
Let's shoot them, shall we?
Yeah.
Captain Starseeker, I regret to inform you the status of our base is flaming dumpster fire. We need you to not die this time. Rockbreaker Mark III is ready to roll.
Because I did build it at 3 o'clock this morning, I thought I need to add a key just to make the logic work.
Oh, I knew it. I totally forgot, sorry. So I'm going to explain what John did. He has a bit of logic that tells these guys, the flying drones, it has a trigger zone on them, and the trigger zone is looking for this tag, and the tag is just called player. So when the tag gets in range of the trigger zone, they can activate a microchip inside of their brain, which goes, I'm in attack mode. And John forgot to tell the mech that it's a player. Oh, there we go.